Hey, what's up everybody? Zen Hailing here with some more sports science tips. And this time I have some breathing tips for you swimmers out there. So all you aquatic beings, some breathing tips. So here's the skinny. The breathing regimen for swimming is really to first charge your body with oxygen. So before you actually start the race or you're going to get into it, charge your body with oxygen. So just like Wim Hof or the yogis, 30 deep breaths. So really concentrating on just getting the oxygen in first, then focusing on the exhale. So after you already charge your body with oxygen after the 30 deep breaths, that'll get your pH levels much more balanced. And then as you're starting to go through your competition, so as you're swimming, most of that is exhaling. So you already have enough oxygen in your lungs and your oxygen in your blood system that then if we're exhaling, then we're getting rid of the CO2 in our body. So always be exhaling except when you're inhaling. So always be exhaling when you're underwater, except for when then you're coming up to inhale. Another thing they talk about is bilateral breathing. So bilateral breathing seems to be that moving the head side to side. So not just always breathing from the right side, also breathing from the left side. They talk about limiting your head movement and gaining more flexibility. So, you know, what I do with the Z stick and stretching and also by focusing on the exhales, that really relaxes the intercostals, you know, your thoracic cavity. That's our torso, our trunk. So that's for you swimmers out there, that'll keep you much more relaxed in the water. The more relaxed you can be, the easier it is going to be for you to breathe. And then you're going to build up some sort of, you're going to develop some sort of cadence and rhythm with your breath. So again, you're going to be exhaling underwater. So in yoga, we have Viloma breath, which is really intermittent inhales, in an inhale, and then intermittent exhales. And that's all with the same air that's in our thoracic cavity, bringing it in or bringing it out. So as you're underwater, you're going to be doing intermittent exhales. Now, one of the training tips that they tell you to do is before your race, before your practice, go in the middle of the pool and more do a sinking exercise. So as you start to go underwater, the fight or flight takes over normally with the body. So we start to hold our breath as opposed to starting the exhale, starting to then, you know, be conscious of, you don't want to hold it too much. So you never want to hold your breath too long or let out too much of your air. So you don't want to ever expel all of your air out of your lungs or really have just too much air in your lungs. Remember, the air that we breathe, it's oxygen, CO2, it's also a ton of nitrogen. So that nitrogen's in our environment. That's what we're sucking into the body. So that's just a couple tips for you swimmers out there. Again, charge the body with oxygen, concentrate on those exhales. The other thing is limit the head movement. So you don't have to bring your head up as much. If you create the right head movement, then really when you just move your head like this, it creates what they call a trough or a trowel. And then right there is where there's a little pocket of air, so you can just kind of slurp up the air that you need. And again, you know, we already have, even when you exhale all your air out of your lungs, you still have 1,200 milliliters of air in there. So you don't have to worry that you don't have enough oxygen in there. And if you prime your body and charge your body with oxygen ahead of time, you're going to help to really delay the onset of that acidosis, which is really lactic acid buildup. And that's the crippling effects that CO2 can have on the body. So again, take some of those tips and I'll be back with some more Zen Hailing sports science tips. You guys have a great day. Breathe well, stay flexible.